I will probably... Yep.
Tip of South America, a few hundred miles north of Antarctica, lies an archipelago rich in history and diversity. Soon these storied waters will play host to a heroic clash between opposing forces, and the region will live up to its name. This is Land of Fire. Land of Fire is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running on a line from west to east. The A cap is on the extreme left, B is in the center, and C is on the far right. Land of Fire has proven to be a highly dynamic map in King of the Sea, producing some thrilling battles and notorious upsets. To the west, the island in the center of Capture Area A will make it a challenging cap to acquire in the early stages of a game. Much like the C cap on Shatter, teams are likely to set up camp within the cap using a cruiser to discourage carrier strikes while preventing the other team from capturing the zone. Cap B in the center is wide open, with plenty of ways in and out of the cap circle, and should initially be the purview of competing destroyers. If combat shifts to an east-west axis, however, we're likely to see some spectacular mid and late game pushes through the center of the map. On the right, Cap C and the islands to the east make a tempting target for teams looking for early cap points, but navigating ships out of the island chain on the 9-10 lines, especially while they're under fire, is anything but easy. Teams who invest too much firepower along this edge of the map may find themselves at an extreme disadvantage later in the game. Land of Fire offers teams 3 very different capture zones, and the change in island density from east to west means that ships who excel in a certain type of play may struggle as they jockey for late game position. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Land of Fire.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Land of Fire for the rubber game of this match in Group B. This is Squad and Worst. Squad claiming Game 1 on Sea of Fortune. Worst coming back to claim Game 2 on Shards, as now we are in the rubber game of the match on Land of Fire.
The what game?
Rubber game.
Okay.
You clearly don't listen to baseball on the radio.
They use condoms in baseball?
Okay, so in a best-of-3 series, which is typically what you play in a baseball series, right? The third game, when both teams win the first game, a game in a 3-game match, the third game is called the rubber game.
Okay, cool. I
All
always
right.
knew you were a man of culture.
I listened to a lot of baseball on the radio for like 30 years, so there you go. All right, Squad opting for Double Montana, Henri, Zhao, Moskva, Stalingrad, Summers. Haven't seen many of those. And a Shimakaze. Very torpedo-centric destroyer setup here.
Worst has decided that, well, since they won last weekend with a dead Moskva right away, they might as well throw a bot on their team.
I hadn't realized that. They do have a bot Moskva, don't they? I guess they're 1 player short. It makes me wonder... We have to find out later, Zath, if they won their game with a bot in it, because that would be pretty epic.
Right. So meanwhile, okay, so he's going down.
It's a bot. Bots only know how to drive forward until they die, Zath.
I almost feel like they would have been better programming the bot to just sit still and not move at all. But anyway.
Would have been useful. He's going bow into the Stalin now, but he's going to have Moskva and Montana shells coming into his port side. He should be out in this salvo or the next one. Wrecked.
Yep. So anyway, on the worst side of things, we've got a Yamato Kremlin, Double Henri, Moskva Stalingrad, Daring and Grozovoy, and now a dead bot Moskva.
A dead bot
well.
Moskva. Well, worst spotting their opponents, 100 points here on Land of Fire. Kind of the way it goes when you have to bring a bot, though. So playing at a disadvantage, playing down a ship as Squad going incredibly wide here. Shimakaze, Zhao, Des Moines, and Montana already on the 3 line or farther east as we see somebody's into A. As the Summers, Moskva, Montana, and Henri work the C cap, the Stalingrad is, well, you guys can see him. He's snuggled up to this island in G4.
Oh yeah, we can see him, and Worst is pounding on him.
Yeah.
Sergeant slaughtered.
He's getting slaughtered at the moment, down up 2/3 of his HP very quickly here.
Yes, but they are holding this island for the Dominion.
Coming in with the DS9 reference there, Zath. Respect. Des Moines radar now picking up Nothing Safe's Grozovoy inside the A cap. Very little they can do about it, though. All these islands in the way. Nobody can get shots on him. as King Dirty's Henri continues to push up, maybe going into the cap himself.
Yeah, this is a dangerous play because now he really can't angle to both the Zhao and the Stalingrad. He's got the
No,
island he can duck into though.
and once he's in there, dislodging him may prove a little difficult. The Zhao AP is not doing much for him. He's also sailing into a bunch of torpedoes. He's got
Yes,
Shima
now,
torpedoes.
fortunately-
He's got his hydro up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's got Shima torpedoes and Zhao torpedoes all going in to his face. Infinite Sadness is Des Moines just mirroring him now, so the A-cap going nowhere.
Yeah,
Worst-
he just came up on the hydro.
Yep, Worst did pick up a few points out of it. Not many, only about 25, but hey, points are points, as clearly Vander Waals' daring is into sea somewhere.
Yes.
Now, they're not using... This is Moskva's this. This is Weezer's Moskva. He's not radaring C. They're going to let Vander Waal have it for free, which I kind of question why you would put a Moskva here and then not use the radar, but maybe that's not what their plan is for this side of the map.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got a bit of a Mexican standoff
I
going
see
on
this.
here at ACAP with Des Moines and the
I know, right? I saw that on the minimap, came back to have a look at it as Infinite Sadness and King Dirty just stare at each other angrily. More Shimakaze torpedoes looking for King Dirty, but his hydro's going to let him dodge those handily.
Lousy 20-kilometer torps.
I know, right? Nope. Wrong button. There we go. So the points they spotted the enemy team early disappearing now on the strength of their cap advantage, ticking up C, A going nowhere. Soon, Worst will have pulled even despite their ship disadvantage.
And they are also slightly ahead on health now.
They are no. See, that's not according to mine. This is where not being able to spot everybody from time to time messes things up.
Uh-huh.
Stug Summers taking a little bit of Stalingrad love there as he ducked into the sea cap briefly and was immediately driven out by radar.
Oh, he's radared right now.
Yep. I'm sure they're going to get more shells in on him before it's all over. I wanted to go check on the Mexican standoff. No change.
Oh, look at this dispersion, guys. And they all miss. Oh, jeez.
Really, really big Shimakaze torpedo salvo coming in on Stuck on Cloud 9 here as the Shimakaze pushed up fairly aggressively. Looks like Cloud 9's going to take at least one of these. Is he going to dodge the second? He is. So just one there. As the Shima heads to B. Now, I'm not going to lie. If I'm squad, then this is a really good play. Like, it's pretty clear there's nobody in B. So go get it. Like, that's free points because Worst has the lead now.
Meanwhile, Stuck on Cloud 9 will probably take another torpedo.
Yeah.
If he floods, this will probably be a perma flood.
Took it on the belt.
He does flood.
He does flood. That one's going to be with him for a while because he repaired the last one. No.
DCP'd. I guess he did not get flooded when he took that other torpedo.
Interesting. Well, DeShizer's Shimakaze obviously knows to stagger those torpedo salvos to try and land those big floods. Didn't get it there.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah, didn't get it there, but that's not for lack of trying. Infinite Sadness is Des Moines is Stuck on Cloud 9 stops. He stopped in the cap. I figured he'd keep pushing, but he didn't. What are you uh-ohing?
Well, the Montana, we've got GHPT coming around. He's gonna get a broadside or a bow-on shot here on King Dirt.
Oh, I see where they've pushed him. They've pushed him all the way around into King Dirty's face. But no, he's got there's well, here come the shells, but there's an island in the way. He's not going to get much. Yeah. Looks like he got a couple of overpins.
But Stuck on Cloud 9 is also gonna get stuck with AP if he's not careful there from Montana.
Dvorak Man's Zhao down here on the the H line is doing a brilliant job of farming Stuck on Cloud 9, and I don't even think Cloud 9 can see him.
No.
This Worst position at A feels tenuous at best, Zaf. The Kremlin is kind of
nothing safe. Just sorry, I was gonna say the Shimakaze just got detected by
I see this.
there by nothing safe.
Just Destroyer slap fight in B.
Yes.
Nothing safe is still spotted. I have no idea how, but he is still spotted.
Slaughtered radar.
Could be. They're continuing to dump shells into him as DeShizer runs out of the cap to the south.
Yeah, he just got radared himself.
Okay. Nothing safe, finally going dark. No, he opens fire again. Yep, he's lit once more for the Stalingrad and DeShizer to continue punishing him for, well, for coming into that cap.
And the Zhao, too. Shooting at max
Is he?
range.
The Zhao's getting shells on him now. Curious. Things at A continue to go badly for worse. Stuck on Cloud 9. Repaired. He's continuing to have to move up for fear of this Montana getting another broadside shot like he did a minute ago. And it's only a matter of time before the Montana wipes King Dirty off the map. This is not a fight that King Dirty can win in the long run. As Stuck on Cloud 9 is reversing again. And now the Monty's going to be able to get his stern turrets around and possibly wipe him out. And there he goes.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
King Dirty trying to push up now and get his starboard torpedoes onto this Montana.
If you're watching my stream, someone go back and clip that. That was huge.
Yep. He is going to land all 3 torpedoes on the Montana. It's not enough to kill him. They're a big hit. Cost him his ship. 3 ships up now for Squad. They will bag the A-cap momentarily.
Yeah, being down that one ship really hurts them. They can't set up the traps. They can't angle appropriately as much as you'd want to.
Yeah. Squad working on about coming up on a 200-point lead here. It will certainly start ticking in that direction as soon as they finish capping the A. As we've crossed the halfway mark of the match now. A 3-ship advantage and a cap. I think Worst is going to have a really tough hill to climb here. They're well down on health as well as nothing safe, just continuing to get pounded. Both their destroyers now in the middle of the map, almost in the same grid square. Very low on HP. Now the Summer, oh my goodness. Stug's Summers is just getting wrecked by bricks. What is he doing up here? That board position feels terrible. He's out. First kill of the game for Worst. They needed that badly. I feel like that was a positioning error. I don't feel like he needed to be up that far. Not when you have a lead.
I think he was forced up into that point. He kept on getting radared and having to duck behind islands, and over time made his way up there.
Could be.
I don't think he wanted to be.
DeShizer back into B, trying to flip that. Sunless Deeds is Yamato, very low on HP, trying to stay in the game. Stalingrad shells hunting him now, and he's out.
Another kill coming up on the Moskva here. Boom, there he goes.
Massive salvo lasted a lot longer this game than the last game we saw him. But he does eventually go down here from his position way up in C2. That leaves Squad in control of this half of the map. It seems all but over here for Worst. Way down on ships, way down on health, down on caps. The Daring now out of the game. They're down to just the Stahl and the Henri, and nothing saves Grozovoy. Playboy managing to dodge some torpedoes there, but he's firing his shots into the bow of another Stalingrad. He's not going to get much out of those. He's got the Zhao back there, but he probably has no eyes on him. I'm assuming he can't see Dvorak. He shouldn't be able to see Dvorak, although it's possible.
Radar says no, you can.
Well, he still took his shot at Sergeant Slaughtered instead. All the caps in their control, up 5 ships. Squad definitely in the driver's seat, looking for a match win here in Group B.
Now, a match win here, what does that exactly mean, Raptor?
It means that they win a match and they, keep moving on. Like today, again, we're not eliminating teams today. Days 1 and 2 have no elimination rounds. Everyone who sits down today will play all 3 of their matches. But you want to win your matches, of course, because whoever wins the top 2 teams in each group by victory points. In other words, if you go probably 3-0 or possibly 2-1, you have a very good chance of moving on to day 3, which is where the elimination rounds will start. Nothing safe, taking a huge hit there from Montana shells, clinging to life, 1200 HP. Surely he'll be off the board just as soon as somebody can get some shells on him. There he goes.
Yep.
Bricks is Henri, Stalingrad, Playboy's Stalingrad, the last two surviving ships for worst here. 60 seconds on the timer, and squad will seal the deal. They may yet lose Sergeant Slaughtered. That would definitely extend the game.
Because they totally need that.
Well, I mean, you know, don't give it to him for free. Fight, make him earn it.
Yep.
Ooh, yep. Stalingrad taking a big hit from the Montana. I think he's gonna get slaughtered. They do get slaughtered.
Time extension.
That's right. It's a moral victory. Playboy's on fire though. Now he can start throwing shells at the Zao. He might be able to get the Zao. Stalingrad's guns are nasty. More Des Moines shells coming in now. Doesn't seem like he's landing shells on the Zao.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
35 seconds on the timer. All over but the crying here. Worst Playboy's Stalingrad should be out momentarily as they try to get shells as on the Henri. Bricks is Henri as well. Playboy going out right here. And that's the game. Squad with a solid win claims the match.
Infinite Sadness with 3 kills that match. Wow. And the Montana too, coming around the A side.
Yeah, that Mexican standoff at A, the Montana realizing that he was going to have to be the guy to break it. And I feel like that the Kremlin's, that was Cloud9's decision to move into the cap that quickly was probably one of the things that cost them that board position. I mean, just... we see battleships work the 1 and the 10 lines, you know, work flanks for a reason, right? Because they're just as vulnerable as everybody else when you've got free shots at their sides. And that's exactly what happened to Cloud9. He gave the Montana too many looks, and there it goes.